You guys, we're here with Cowboys and Indians magazine, and I am so excited. We get to chat with Reba McEntire, here to talk about her 2024 Lifetime Achievement Award from the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City. Come on, let's go. I'm so excited. Reba, we are so excited to be here chatting with you today. Thank you so much for taking the time.
My pleasure.
We're here at the Western Heritage Awards. You're receiving the 2024 Lifetime Achievement Award. I know it's really special to you. I know this is exciting. We talk a lot, and we heard a little bit from you today about the romanticism of the West. We talk about film, we talk about music. These are beautiful things that we're recognizing this weekend. What about the reality? You're a daughter of Oklahoma. You're a cowgirl. You've seen the rough side of ranching and cowboying and rodeo as well. You've seen the reality of it. What speaks to you about the cowboy lifestyle and that cowboy world that you wish the rest of the world could know more about? What is so special about the real side of things off screen?
Because it is so real, and it's really fun to go on a dude ranch, you know, and go up and do the cattle drive. But it's hard work. Yes, it's really hard work, and there's absolutely no guarantees to it. The market can go up, can go down. Your death loss, your percentages of sickness, where you buy your cattle from is very important. Daddy had a cow-calf operation at the beginning and then went to a steer operation. But it was a family operation. All four of us kids worked just as hard as Mom and Daddy. And I'll never forget one time, Mama, we were down there working cattle after school, and Daddy had a board up coming from the little holding pen down the alley before we got into the chute. And Mama was evidently looking down and ran right into it. And she just crawled over the fence and went to the house and got the chainsaw, handed it to Daddy, said, "Cut it down." And he did. He cut it down, because we'd all hit our head on it one time or another. You just forget to duck. But it is a hard way of life. But it taught me so much. I had a director, Will McKenzie, on the Reba show. He told me I was the most directable artist he'd ever worked with. And I said, well, you have Clark McIntyre to thank for that.
Because you're a cowboy girl.
Yeah, because you listened.
Yes, ma'am.
If you didn't listen, you're going to get somebody hurt.
Yes, ma'am.
By your negligence. Or somebody, a steer or something's going to run past, and it's going to take the rest of the afternoon to get them back. Absolutely. So you listened, you pay attention. And as my niece Calamity says, she's a basketball coach, she says, all I ask for my girls is to be directable, coachable, and give 110%. Oh. And that's what you do in whatever. If you're going to do something, do it right and give 110%.
Well, that takes us right into my next question, which is, okay, so you're this multifaceted. That's such a great word to throw around for you, though.
It's big.
You are.
It's big.
You've got music, you've got shows, you've got so much going on. If you could tell any young woman out there, you've been the voice of a generation and another generation of women who are looking to you as an icon of not just success, but also class. And that's something that our world desperately needs more of. If you had something to pass down to a young lady who was wondering what she should do in life and how she should approach it, what would you tell the cowgirls out there today?
Number one, love yourself. Respect yourself. If you don't love and respect yourself, why would you expect anybody else to?
Right there.
Be a strong woman, and be true to yourself. All other stuff will fall into place. And if you have a passion, go for it. But if it's not working out, don't feel bad about reevaluating the situation, and you might go another way.
Okay, so I appreciate this, because a little bit ago I just heard you talk about a rodeo career. You started talking about barrel racing. Okay, tell me a little bit about this, because it seems like there was a pivot there at one point. Because everybody wants to be a world champion, and I know your daddy was a steer roper, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you're coming from a rodeo family. Was there ever a moment where you had that fork in the road and you had to make a choice, and what was that like?
It was pretty much given to me. That choice was, Gail Petska and I were sitting out back waiting to go out into the arena to run barrels, and Gail said, oh, I wish I could sing like you. And I said, oh, Gail, I wish I could ride a horse and run barrels like you. And I said, you want to swap? She said, no. But it just all kind of played out, because Daddy wanted me to sing the national anthem at the National Finals Rodeo here in 1974, and that just opened the door. And so I was still running barrels, you know, not doing very good, but I loved it so much. And it kept me out of trouble, kept me busy, and it fulfilled that passion that I love so much. Not only being in the arena, being on a horse, but the people there's generations and generations of people that have grown up in the rodeo that Daddy, Grandpap, and then now my nieces and nephews have rodeoed with their kids. So it's so heartwarming generational comfort that you get from being at the rodeos. So when I went to Nashville and the career started, slowly, I had my first single in '76, but I didn't have a #1 record till '83. But I needed that slow build because it would have blown over like a twig in a tornado. I needed that foundation. So slow is always better. I learned. I had great teachers, mentors. Red always directed me just exactly where I needed to be. He took me on tour with him. All his band were my brothers. I learned so much from Red and his team and the people he would introduce me to.
That's beautiful, because I feel like Red has really, for this entire upcoming generation, and you know, for you and folks in the past, it's this continuation again that you talk about with community and helping the next generation move forward. Tonight, going into receiving the award, what are you looking forward to the most? Who are you the most excited to see tonight? I mean, there's a ton going on. I know we got a bunch going on. But where do you head off from after this?
Home.
What's next for you? Do you get a chance to breathe? Do you have horses at home? Do you have a chance to go get back and go reconnect and take a little breather before the next thing?
Yeah, I do. We're going home to Tennessee. I've got a little ranch. It is a ranch because we've got cattle. Ask me how many cattle we have.
No, ma'am, I'm not going to do it.
You got to ask me.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, come on, you can.
Oh, if Reba's telling me to ask,
Yeah.
I got to ask. All right.
Ask me.
Miss McEntire, how many cows you got?
2.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah. So it's a ranch, right? We got 2.
I love it. Yes,
We
ma'am.
got 3 donkeys. We've got 2 horses, bunch of cats, and 2 longhorn steers.
I love it. Well, we got some more cattle out in Utah if you want to come brand with us.
Oh,
sometime,
fun.
'cause I'd sure like to.
No, I'll pass on that. I had my fill of that earlier.
All right, you're
That's
all
what
done with
Daddy
that.
said one time. He said, that music business took all my hired hands away.
Well, we're certainly glad that you're here, and we sure appreciate it. All right, we have one more thing before we hop off of here.
Okay.
I know it's going to be a little silly, but it's a little finish the sentence for us.
All righty.
Do you think you can finish the sentence for me?
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be kind of bad.
Okay.
I remember it all very well. Looking back, it was the summer I turned 18.
We lived in a 1-room rundown shack
On the
outskirts of New Orleans.
Bravo, wonderful. Thank you so much. We
Thank
so
you. I
appreciate
love
you.
this.
Have a fantastic day. We appreciate it.